we're there. Look at that empty screen. Trying to get my camera right. Oh no, where is she? I'm hiding. I can't get everything right. Technical difficulties. Katie down. Hello. Do. I would play a song, but I got in trouble for it last time. Copyright rules and all. I'd have to find something that's out of copyright. Yay! Welcome to Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday afternoon, getting cloudy out there in Brisbane. Hello everyone, I'm Katie Gordon. I'm the founder of Dietless Living and the author of The Missing Link to Sustainable Weight Loss. And you can see I'm a one-man band setting up my phone all on my own. Thank you and welcome to Wednesday afternoon. It's so good to see you here. How's your day? What's been happening? And yeah, how are you going? How are you going out there? How are things for you? All things considered. Most people I'm talking to are actually really well. There seems to be a collective feeling that this is a reflective time for a lot of people, and I agree full-heartedly. I imagine though that there's quite a lot of people out there who are the ones who have all lost their jobs, which is just so many, that probably haven't got time just at the moment for that reflectiveness while they try and get finances flowing back into their bank account so that they can get on with the joy of living, really. But I'm connecting with loads of people on LinkedIn. As I said, I was messaging everyone to see how everyone's going. And overall, the response that I get back, not everyone replies, but the responses I'm getting back are people saying that they're well and that they're doing okay. So is that how it is for you? I hope so, because life's not really all that much fun when we have struggle, but that is the way of the human nature, isn't it? Struggle! I was reading a book, The Talent Code. If you've ever read The Talent Code, it actually talks about how struggle is actually required to build the myelin sheath. If you don't know what myelin sheath is, it's if you've ever had an eye fillet steak and there's that little shiny, silvery, whitey stuff around that's really thin, that's myelin sheath. And that's the connectivity from your brain through your muscles and everything. You know, it's the part that sends the message. And for that myelin sheath to build and grow and get some real sustenance to it, it is the struggle of us trying to learn to do something, the struggle of us making connections that builds that myelin sheath. There you are, useless bit of information for you today, but it's necessary. Struggle is just, I don't know if it's actually necessary for human evolution, but it's certainly just a part of how it is, and we just need to adapt to it, which is really brings me to the talk we're having today, which is if you're someone who's been a yo-yo dieter like I was, weight on, weight off, weight on, weight off, then today's the talk for you, because I want you to get some knowledge and understand a bit about why. I won't go into the real in-depth, we don't have time for that, but I do want to just talk to you about why dieting isn't enough, why dieting is ineffective, in fact, at helping you, me, everybody to lose weight and stay at that weight, because it's really a piece of the puzzle. The problem's actually not what we eat, the problem's why we eat it. Hands up, hello, this is the hands up portion. Hands up if you've ever had a craving for something that was so strong that if, you know, to deny it felt like, you know, you might have had more luck holding back the ocean. Me. Hands up if you've ever had an argument argument with yourself about eating something. One part's no, 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 and the other part's yes, yes, yes. And you've actually lost the argument and ate it anyway. That'll be me as well. Me, me, me. And hands up if you've ever felt like an eating machine. That you have just been observing your own hand-to-mouth action. Whether it's for chips or something nice, or whether it was just one of those days where you ate the contents of the refrigerator and not once did you go, wow, that was really good. You just kind of went, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Hands up if you've ever felt like an eating machine. That would be me. So today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about why that is, because why do we do it? What is driving all of that eating, and why is it so hard, so damn hard to go against it? And why do we have to go against it? Why can't we just say, no, I don't want to, and that be the end of the story? You know, like when your mum went, I said no, and that's the end of the story. Remember that? Why isn't that what happens when we want to with ourselves? I mean, we can fight against our cravings and yep, and it's all good. But on any day that we're fatigued in any way, shape or form, they're the days that we have that argument and we lose, right? So why is it? What's it all about? What's driving all of that stuff? And it's internally, as if you didn't know, but it's internally driven. Oh, it's just such a thing. But what's it all about? Well, it's all about how we generate our own stress and how we keep that going. It's all about not asking to have our needs met and the feelings that generates for us. It's all about just not asking, you know, period. I don't ask for anything. I'm learning a new skill there. Asking. It's about not having a purpose. It's about not having a vision. It's about not feeling fulfilled in some way. It's about boredom. It's about anxiety, sadness, depression. It's about loneliness. It's about missing connections. It's about grief. It's about unresolved emotions all in there, tight as a drum. It's about not why we can't walk past that cake shop. Oh, and there's the cakes, and the cakes are going, come on, come over here. And us not being able to resist it. It's about why we want to watch sad movies, and it's why we want to listen to sad songs, and why we actually want to do things that we know are going to make us cry. Why do we listen or watch scary movies, and why do we want to have the shit scared out of us? And it's all about these emotional forces inside us that have us eating chocolate at bloody 9 a.m. in the morning, or needing to have a wine at night. It's why we overeat, and why we eat that packet of biscuits on our own, or maybe secretly, or why we can't get through the shopping without eating while we shop. I used to be a great one for running empty packets through the checkout. The lady would look at it and go, yeah, sorry, I ate all that on the way. It's about all the things that we do that equal unhappy inside of us. It's about poor communication skills with ourselves and with others. It's about why we graze all day through our day. Like I used to say I was a grazer. I preferred to graze my way through the day. I didn't really want to eat the 3 meals. I'd rather just graze my way through the day. It wasn't that I'm a grazer, it's that I had to release tension all day. I never once ate because I was hungry, because I never once allowed myself to even get hungry, because I'm just always eating. It might have been carrot sticks, it might have been other stuff. But it's all about how we think, feel and react to life overall that is driving all of that. It's all the learned behaviors you've ever had throughout your life. They're all in there, and they fire off, because that's the body's job, is to remember your habits and behaviors so you don't. And it's all about wanting to be happy but not allowing ourselves, where so many are sitting in the waiting room. Oh, when are you going to lose the weight? Oh, I'll wait till the kids leave home. I'll wait till I get the job. I'll wait till the house is built. I'll wait till I get back from holidays. I'll wait till I finish my degree. I'll wait. It's funny, isn't it? I'll wait to lose the weight. So we put ourselves in the waiting room, and the other waiting room that we sit in is the one that says, when I lose the weight, then I can go for the things that make me happy. Then I will go for my dream. Then I will go for my vision. Then I will go for that promotion. Then I will go for a partner. Then I will. We sit in the waiting room, and the train of happiness just stops 1,000 times a day, and we go, no, we're waiting, it's fine. We'll wait for the next train of happiness. Ciao. And the train of happiness leaves us, and what we do is we end up eating food for fun and entertainment. We eat food to replace whatever it is that we're not allowing ourselves to have. I remember, what's his name? Oh, gorgeous, James Brown. James Brown. James Brown was watching my video the other day, but not the James Brown. Les Brown. You remember Les Brown? He's that wonderful motivation speaker, and he was saying that a friend of his once said, you know, that we're either in a crisis, just left a crisis, or on our way to a crisis. They're the three states of the human condition. In a crisis, just finished one, or on our way to one. And that's kind of true, really, isn't it? That's sort of the story of the human life. Sometimes there's little gaps between, and sometimes there's big gaps between. But that's how things are. We're all in a crisis. The world crisis at the moment, and then there's people in their little crises, and there's some people not so much. But if we do not have mastery, if we do not learn how to handle our emotions and our thoughts and our reactions, which dictate our behaviors, then we will never get off the yo-yo diet platform. It's just never going to happen, because it's our inability to understand our emotions and our inability to identify them, understand them, rationalize them, and express them in helpful ways that sort of drives this internal combustion thing, this thing that sort of just winds up. It's like one of those winding up toys, you know, and then you let it go, it spins. And that's how we are. We wind ourselves up all day, and then we spin, and as we spin, the spinning is the eating of the food, you know. We have to get a handle on these emotions and thoughts, or we're going to be stuck in repeating cycles for life, right? It's just not, you can't break free until you understand how to handle that. So you have to learn, you must learn how to lead yourself through emotional quagmires. You must be able to lead yourself through the mental obstacles that we have. It's really thought health that we need. It's not mental health. Everyone talks about the mental health that we need. Yes, there are mental illnesses, but for the majority of us, it is our thought health that is dogging us and causing us to have other issues that are being classified in mental health. I used to have terrible thought health, and it gave me depression, it gave me anxiety, it gave me worry, it gave me a whole range of other issues. So we must be able to master personal health leadership, master leadership of our thoughts and our emotions, to be able to break free of this damn cycle of weight loss and weight gain. So how do you do it? How exactly do you do it? Well, what I devised for myself and what I teach for my clients is how to have that personal health leadership. So I've broken it down into 7 steps. Whoop, can you see that? The 7 steps to personal health leadership. And I'm just going to run you through those 7 right now so that you can get started. Whoop. Number 1. Need a plan plus a vision. We have to have a plan. So if there's too much happening all at once and we don't have a plan, you can almost see the smoke coming out of our head, right? It's we just have a plan. So when we do a diet, what happens when you do a diet? You have a massive amount of change all at once. You have to change everything you eat, every way you cook. You could change the way you shop. Everything about food and food related, social events, everything, who else you're eating with, a whole lot changes all at once. Too much change happens too quick. Sometimes we rally and we master it and we get it going, but overall it is too much change. And if you're already leading and living a busy lifestyle, which the majority of us are, but you're a go-getter, you're driven, right? I'm guessing you're kind of an A-type person like I am, and you're in there. You already got 50 plates spinning in the air, and you go, I'm going on a diet, and you just shovel that change in, and you go really well. But at some point, a plate or 2 starts to not keep spinning, and you take your attention to those things, and that's when stuff falls away. But if you have a plan, if you take the time to make a plan, doesn't have to be a fancy plan, doesn't have to be a complicated plan, but it needs to be a plan. And what you do is you start in the middle and you work your way out. You plan, me, you. Here I am, what do I need to change? Well, I might want to change my food, but is that really the first thing I need to change? Maybe I need to change where I have food issues. I graze all day, or I graze at night. I eat while I shop. I emotionally eat. I have a wine at night. I have hormonal imbalances. I'm eating this, I'm doing that. Work out what it is that you want to change specifically. Maybe you just overindulge in carbs or something, I don't know. But there's things you can do. You can say, right, well, this is my plan. Here I am. These are the things I want to change. These are the people that are going to be affected by the things I want to change, because somebody's always affected. We are intricately connected to everyone. Might be the people in your home. Might be the people at work. Maybe people at work are bringing snacks, and some people are feeders and shoppers and mother types and father types, and they bring food. Maybe they're going to suddenly be offended that you're not in partaking. Maybe there's morning teas. Maybe there's all kinds of things that you need to include, and who's going to feel what when you start making changes. Then there are the people who will be resistant to the changing you. I've written a blog about that ages ago. Very good read, because people are resistant to the changing you because they've banked who they are on who you are. So when you start to change, that sort of changes their dynamic, so they're quite keen for you not to change. So you've got to map out stuff, what you know. There's always going to be stuff you don't know. Just write it all down, big brain dump, and then just kind of scatter it into categories. Don't be too fancy. Vision's really good to have a vision, because it's mentioned about the purpose, not having a purpose. We need to have a purpose. Is there something that you've been trying to go for that you haven't been? Something you've been sitting in the waiting room waiting until later to go for. Now's the time, bring it out, stick it on the plan. The plan's really important. It's just a place, a dumping ground for thoughts and ideas, somewhere to keep, you know, piling in the idea, the things that occur to you. Oh, that's got to change. Oh, that's got to change. You've got to have somewhere to collect it. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, so then you can move the pieces around and you start to see how the picture comes together. That makes it doable. That makes it organizationable. There's a word I made up right today. So that's number one. I've got to fly through them because otherwise I run too long. 2, knowledge. We have gaps. We need to fill. Knowledge gaps. Oh, so many knowledge gaps. How are we going to change stuff? What do we don't know about ourselves? Let's see, what foods we're eating are affecting us. So there's some strategies that you can do for that. But simply the basic thing is eat something and then see how you feel later. If you're tired, cranky, sleepy, sneezy, grumpy, irritable, anything that doesn't feel good, that food doesn't really agree with you. So you've got to start to work out how to not have it. But that's another story. Knowledge gaps. We all have them. There should be an E there. We need to work out about ourselves, what's happening inside of ourselves, and we need to fill that knowledge. If you wanted to be, I think the example I used this morning was just if you want to be a civil engineer, you know you've got a knowledge gap and you go to university to get that. So if you know you've got a knowledge gap about yourself, just do some research about how that is. And if you're not sure, just ask me. I'll help you out, right? That's what I do. So I'll help you understand what's going on inside your body, where that tension's coming from and how to release it. But as we go through the steps, you'll see where else you have knowledge gaps, and that'll help you to fill them, okay? Going quick. Woohoo! Number 3. You need to develop flexibility. Oh, I spelled it right this time. Emotional, mental, physical. Let's get physical, and behavioral. Oh, that'll do for spelling. Flexibility. We've talked about physical flexibility actually helps you not just with your body, because you need a supple body to be able to move and bend and, you know, do things and have release of pain. Woo, look at that go. But when you have physical flexibility, that helps you have mental and emotional flexibility, because we've talked about that in previous ones, where if you're in a state of stress or anxiety, anger, or anything that is an emotion you don't want to be having, we go into a posture with that. So when you start to move your body, you start to break through that attitude and that emotional state. So to get some emotional flexibility, some mental flexibility, keep that body really flexing throughout the day. Move your hips, swagger your body. Woo! Behavioral flexibility. When you've got emotional flexibility, mental flexibility, physical flexibility, that helps you have some behavioral flexibility. Because if you smash through some emotions, if you break through those, if you know when you bend something enough times, it gets hot in the middle and breaks. Think of that with emotions. If you bend them and flex them enough, and if you bend and flex your thoughts enough, make it hot in the middle, that can snap. And in a good way. And that can help with your behavioural flexibility, because to be able to say no to chocolate, to be able to really be disinterested, indifferent to chocolate, you're going to have some different thoughts and emotions about chocolate. And the only reason you think chocolate's good is because you've been stuck in a mental and emotional rut about it. It's actually one of those things where if you wake up, oh, yawn, stretch, blink, you go, I don't even like it. It doesn't do anything for me. It's gone in a minute. It's like if you really understood how you felt about it, it's easier to create behavioural flexibility. There's a lot there, I know, but it's actually quite simple. Move your body, walk with the swagger, move those hips, move those shoulders, let yourself fly and be free, and that will help free up your thoughts and your emotions, and that will help give you behavioural flexibility. There's a bit more in it, but just as a rough guide. Number 4, change focus. And to change your focus, it really helps if you can change your language. Not speak another one, although you have to, but I don't mean you don't have to start speaking Portuguese or Mandarin or anything. You just need to speak English, but speak it well. Speak it in the way that is towards what you want, not about what you don't want. So we always talk about what we don't want. If you ask anyone, what do you want out of life? Most people will tell you what they want by way of telling you what they don't want. Oh, well, I don't want a shitty job, and I don't want a partner who's inconsiderate, and I don't want to have to drive to work, and I don't want to have to do this, and I don't have. That's their way of telling you what they want. But the brain thinks in pictures. So if whatever you say, your brain makes a picture about it. And then we may remember we've talked about the reticular activation system. Whatever you're talking about, you're making a picture of. Whatever you're making a picture of, your brain's going, got it, I know what you want to look for. So it's looking for crappy boyfriends and crappy jobs and all of that stuff. So change your language. Say it the way you want. What do you want out of life? I want abundant finances. I want abundant health. I want abundant love. I want to be respected. I want to be happy every day. I want location freedom. I want to have relaxation on the beach once a week. I want to sleep in. I want to stay up late. I want to be out with friends. I want to. Tell me what you want. Because remember, if I say to you, don't forget your keys, what's the image in your head is you forgetting your keys. Your brain goes, right, that's what we'll do, forget your keys. And off we go. But if I say to you, remember to pick up your keys, you get a picture in your head of you picking up your keys, and your brain goes, oh yeah, get those keys, eh? Let's go. So say it how you want. I've got a blog somewhere about that too, a big list of words to use for the language of success. So number 5. Number 5. I'm sprouting all kinds of good stuff, you know. I have loads of things on my website for you that you can download. Number 5. Increase. Woo, should have made less of these. How do we get through them quicker? Increase relaxation. Increase physical, that should say physical relaxation, because we build tension in our body. Oh, we build tension in our body. We do it through tight-fitting clothes and high-heel shoes, and we do it through food that we eat that upsets our system. We do it with alcohol. We do it with just life. We do it with poor communication skills and pent-up emotions, and we do it with sitting all day when we'd rather be standing, or standing all day when we'd rather be sitting. We do it by being in hot places, overheating or too cold. We get so busy that we don't go pee when we should. That's a girl thing, I think. I don't think boys do it, but we get too thirsty. We get too hungry. We feed ourselves bad food. There's so many things that cause tension in your body. It builds and it builds and it builds. It's just little bits. By the time you get to a problem, it lowers your frustration levels. Or maybe you're someone who just is seems really calm on the outside, but then you go home and you nighttime graze, or you've got to have that scotch, or you've got to release the tension, because that's what a lot of the eating and the learned behaviors are about, is how to release tension from the body. So what you need to do is through the day is release it a little bit like a pressure cooker, and you got to let the pressure off, baby. What's John Farnham? Take the pressure down. And you do it just by let a little bit of pressure out at a time. So you can do that through physical flexibility, walking, moving your body, stretching, stretching. Changing your behaviors will help you as well, because that will mean you're eating less of the wrong things, which will cause less tension. But it's about creating physical relaxation. Yoga, meditation, they're all great, but we need to be doing something multiple times throughout the day to increase that flexibility. Here's my favorite one, because I like to disappear off camera. Oh, get some blood to your head, baby. Pull your pants up. Hanging upside down stretches your old hammies and everything in your bum if you've been sitting all day. And get some blood to your head, because we get tense here, we stop the blood. Oh, you get that, you get a real little rush. It's very nice, it's way better than chocolate. So increase physical relaxation. Number 6, increase fun and playfulness. Ooh, playfulness. Why do you need to increase fun and playfulness for personal health leadership? What on earth has that got to do with the price of eggs in China? Because when you're playful, you're not cranky. When you're playful, you're releasing tension from your body, and you're increasing your physical relaxation and your mental relaxation. You're connecting better to people, so that's helping you to decrease your emotional, get some emotional flexibility or emotional relaxation. Playfulness, it's inclusive, not exclusive. Angry, stressy thing, that's exclusive. Playfulness is inclusive. We're including people to join us, because we're just being silly with ourselves, which I am all the time. And it's only me here, so I have to be. But if you're silly and in a kind and generous way, not silly in a should we lock her up kind of way, you're relieving other people's tension. So some people are the class clown because they worked out that doing that does relieve the tension of the room. But we can do it with volition, we can do it with intention, and relieve our own tension, relieve any other people's tension, and lead the way to other people that it's okay to be happy. It's okay to have a bit of fun and to have joy in you, joyful in you. That's it. Playfulness is something that comes from within. And I'll tell you what, playfulness and fun is the antidote to stress. Read my lips. The antidote to stress, right? Because you cannot be stressed if you're feeling playful. You just can't. You can't do the two things at once. You can only do the one thing. So be playful. Increase your playfulness. Now, these all kind of go up into this plan, right? They're not single things. These are up here, and you pop them inside your plan. Okay, so if you think of the plan like a game of snakes and ladders. Snakes and ladders is you've got to go from here along the lines to here. That's where you want to go. You want to go from where you are to where you want to be. That's your plan, from where you are to where you want to be. And you've got to put in all the obstacles along the way. That's what I said at the start. Think about all the obstacles. If you think of them as the things you have to navigate your way through. And you've got your vision at the other end. Knowledge, you've got your increase your knowledge gap. So on snakes and ladders, you go up and down a ladder. You know, sometimes you hit a ladder and down you go, and sometimes you get a ladder and up you go. If you're knowledge gaps are where you go down, right? So you're going along, and then if you hit a knowledge gap and you haven't filled it in, you sort of slide back down. Developing flexibility, that helps you go up a ladder. Changing your focus and changing your language helps you go up a ladder. Increasing your relaxation goes up a ladder. Increase your playfulness, go up a ladder. So it helps you to fill in your plan and get from where you are to where you want to be. So, and the last one, number 7. Develop, increase, learn, find, research, whatever you need to do, success strategies. Success strategies. What the hell is a success strategy? It's something that helps you go up that ladder, right? It's something that helps you get through a behavioural modification moment, a moment where you need to modify a behaviour. It's about an intervention to you're about to pay for the chocolate, and you pull out a success strategy out of your back pocket and you put your money back in your wallet and you walk away and you feel really good about it. A success strategy is something that helps you increase the fun and playfulness in your day. Success strategies that help you increase your relaxation. That a success strategy is remembering to do your swagger, to stretch your bum, to look outside. I've got 1,000,001 success strategies. That's my whole world is about success strategies. I've got it, I call it my medicine cabinet, my prescription cabinet. I've got over 300 strategies, success strategies in there that help you do all of this. That's the purpose of that. That's the plan. That's the framework, if you like, the framework. And then the success strategies is the nuts and bolts that holds it all together and allows you to mission accomplish your plan and your vision. I hope that makes sense. There's a lot there, but do you see how it all goes together, how it funnels up into your plan? Snakes and ladders. Just remember, snakes and ladders. These things are all ladders up to you getting to the end of your plan. I actually made a little ebook for you called the 7 Steps to Personal Health Leadership. And in that booklet is all of this. It's a really nice ebook, full color for you. It's got everything you need in there. It's all beautifully, lovely images. It's a really nice little booklet, and it has everything in there that you need. It has each one of those things listed out for you. It tells you the first step you need to do. Would have been good if I stapled it, but my stapler wasn't good enough to go through this many pages. It tells you the first step you need to do, then the framework for how to brainstorm, what you need to brainstorm for that particular step. It's got the benefits in there. It teaches you, it's got some really cool information in there for how we build stress and what to do to release it. It's just really good. It will actually fill in a lot of knowledge gaps for you, to be honest. So if you want a copy of this free little ebook, which is the 7 Steps to Personal Health Leadership, we've got a link, I believe, connected with the live, but if not, pop over to katiegordon.me, and it's on the bottom of every page. It's on the bottom of the home page and the work with me page and blah blah. So pop over, get yourself a copy. It's also got in the back a workbook section, so you can do your mapping out and write down all the ideas that you get doing all the steps. It's a really very good booklet for you to a valuable resource for you to start working your way to making your own game of snakes and ladders, really. So if that is helpful to you, please share this video with your friends and share the information. If you know someone who needs to get off the weight gain, weight loss, stupid roundabout, please do share this video with them. Keep an eye out for my word of the day. I've got a whole heap of words from A right through to Z to remind you who you are every day, so that there's just a one word there and the meaning, and that's you. That is you, and that is to help you just remember, whew, I got all these resources inside of me. And that's part of the personal health leadership journey, is to just remember I'm pretty bloody awesome, and not to let any of the negative self-talk come in. So if you have enjoyed today's video, please do share it. Keep an eye out for the word of the day. You have waited long enough to get off this damn yo-yo dieting roundabout-y thing. Please do not wait anymore. Download the booklet, get started, and start moving your way through to the life that you want to live, because it's too short. In times of crisis, we don't need hope. We don't want to hope we're going to get to the outcome that we want. Hope is not a strategy. This is a strategy, this is a framework, and this is the way to make your plan, to make your changes. So please do not wait any longer. Thank you for watching. I'm doing these live broadcasts 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays at 1 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. until further notice. I'm doing my best to give you some really good information, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are finding the stress and the changes that, and working from home. One of my friends this morning had a post up that said fridge raider, and she said, I can't stop eating. This is to help with that, okay? And watch the video I did on the 3rd about what to do to not put on lots of weight in tough times. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate that you took the time for you to trust me to give you good value for your time. I really appreciate that, and I hope that I have delivered and made you happy that you spent the time with me today. Thank you. I will see you on Friday. Good Friday that will be. So I will still be here Good Friday, come rain, come shine, which I think it is actually going to rain here on Friday. So please remember, I'll put my glasses on so I can see to turn you off. Please do remember, share the video and download the little e-booklet for yourself. And I will see you on Friday. Ciao for now. Love you.